Because but again, how does science work? It's very much a collective social enterprise of trying to convince your colleagues that you've got something worth listening to and that you have evidence for it.
Sure.
And if you don't, well, that's just the way it goes. I mean, I get letters all the time from people that, that they have an alternative theory of physics too. There's hundreds of them. But most of them.
This isn't an alternative theory of math. This is a question,
I understand.
This is a question of the
that's not my point.
philosophy of
Yes, of course.
mathematics.
Yeah.
And it happens that most mathematicians are mathematical Platonists. They recognize this objectivity and immateriality of mathematical objects, and that raises a question. If something's conceptual, in which mind does it reside if it doesn't reside in ours?
In the template in the sky, and that would be God.
Well, okay, so
that would be Yahweh.
I mean, so take some basic laws of nature, like when a star gets to a certain temperature, it fuses hydrogen into helium, and you can describe this with math. All right, but where is that description? I mean, where's the math existing? I mean, it's not in the star; it's where? I mean, it's in somebody's mind describing, but the process is actually happening. It's out there.
It's separate from us, isn't it?
But we use words to describe it, or we have equations to describe it. Where are those? This is a hard problem.
It's a great question, and it's one of the reasons that I think quantum cosmology, the alternative to a straight-up Kalam cosmological argument for the existence of God, has its own theistic implications. Quantum cosmology does, because the explanans, the thing doing the explaining in quantum cosmology, is a mathematical function called a universal wave function and an apparatus that stands behind that called the Wheeler-DeWitt equation and superspace. There's this whole mathematical apparatus that pre-exists the universe, the physical universe. And the physical universe is explained as a consequence of the mathematics that pre-exists the universe. Now, the people, the guys at the forefront of this, not the popularizers, but people like Vilenkin, have said, wait a minute, doesn't that imply then, aren't we then saying, maybe we don't want to be saying this, maybe inadvertently we're saying this, but doesn't that imply that there's a mind behind the universe? And Hawking himself tumbled to this uncomfortable realization. He said, what is it that puts fire in the equations that gives them a universe to describe? And what he's saying, he's building off of what Michael just said, is that math by itself has it's causally inert. It doesn't, it's
just there.
Conceptual. It's not a physical thing that causes other physical things to happen.